it comes to the access of guns or the thought of guns, you have movies, you have video games, you have all these things that kind of in the eye or the untrained eye of what these guns mean is how people are getting introduced to them. So how do you kind of debunk those myths of just like, okay, yeah, I have the MP7 that's doing whatever.
See
but it's on Call of Duty, right? So and then that's what we're looking at. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I used it during the Call of Duty Cold War. So this is the one that I'm thinking that I got. This is what I think is out there.
So that's another one that I do on students. But so I'm gonna go back to that afterwards. The other AR, right? So
right.
If I'm gonna call it. Me and Joe say you trash, right? You can't shoot,
absolutely.
You trash.
Yeah.
If I put the AR in your hand at that same distance, you become great. You become good. You become decent. You so trash.
But you don't see the irony and the problem in that alone?
For you to so my niece is your daughter, right?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Okay.
I just need you to be the ability to protect her if I'm not there to be the one to protect her.
Facts.
I don't care that it makes it easier for anybody else. It makes it easier for you. That's all I care about. As long as it makes it easier for my team, I don't care what the opponent. My team just needs to win. And that's my realistic. What's the other one? What's the other point you made? Oh, the video game. Yeah, a lot of people would do that. That's when I can't watch movies without correcting it. I'm like, that's not real. Me and Free did we're debunking Four Brothers and the other one, the Infinite Ammo. I had one student who's trash, don't remember the name, but he said that he thought because of video games that all he had to do is point the gun at what he wanted to hit, and it was gonna hit exactly what he wanted to hit. And I mean, he hit everything but the paper. And he was like, "Yo, but I saw the target. Yeah, but the gun is not technically being pointed correctly, and therefore the result that you're getting is subpar."
What result?
Subpar results. No results. Not positive results. There's always going to be a result, right? And then the other one is that we're giving life to an object that
is lifeless.
Right. Like this microphone stand is going to be here when the studio shuts down, and so does the gun. Like, there's enough of them in my safe, and every time I go back into the safe,
but then the argument then becomes, what's the point?
What's the point of what?
Of having it. If we know that it's lifeless, we know that all these things are happening. So what's the point?
Joe already answered that.
What's the point of the First Amendment, Second Amendment?
We could talk about the first, right? Because nobody ever criticized and said we need to get rid of the First Amendment.
What's the First Amendment?
The freedom of speech.
Oh, okay.
So what we're doing right now is our ability is expressing our First Amendment right.
Correct. And then the Second Amendment is to
and then notice
arms,
is the second one. Notice
don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Notice they said the first one is your ability to say what you want to say, right? And it's immediately after
defend what you said.
Which is the ability to defend what you're saying.
Because when you get punched in the mouth,
for talking reckless, you gonna need something better than them hands to try. So and I think
my life
I had to fight, right? So and I think that's And like we said earlier in the show, we all are going to have contrasting ideas as it pertains to gun. And that's been me. I get both sides, and one of the main catalysts for me to be able to kind of go purchase is because my experience of what happened when I was in Bass Pro Shops. And no matter what my personal feelings may be, I'm going to get to the point of just like what I saw in Bass Pro Shops overrides all that, because there's other people who are out there preparing themselves and getting themselves why I should be doing the same thing. And I feel like for me and for anybody that I come into encounter with, I'm going to agree with them 100% with a lot of the stuff that they're getting at, and then I'm going to say, but there's other people that's outside that's different than you, and you need to be able to kind of get yourself either de-escalate the situation so it won't get there, but if it does get there, be able to defend yourself appropriately. And I think that it's overly important to do so.